coverage of an African safari and may include animal kills and carcasses. Viewer discretion is advised.
A very good morning to everybody. Thanks so much for joining us on our sunrise safari on this very cold and frosty Sunday morning. And it is quite a chilly one. And I'm sitting here on the crest enjoying this spot of Djuma because down there in the valleys, I think that is going to be very, very, very cold. And yeah, but I'm looking forward to this drive on this beautiful morning here at Djuma Private Game Reserve in the world-renowned Sabi Sands. Good morning, everybody. My name is Cedric, and behind the camera with me on Morsi, we've got the man, old Cam. So yes, it's going to be a great, great morning. I can just feel it. But for now, I think Cam and myself have decided just to stop up here on the nice crest where it's a little bit warmer compared to those low-lying areas in that valley, because all the cold air just sinks down to the riverines and to those little dips and that. So I think we are just going to enjoy this crest for now. But yes, joining us on this sunrise safari on the Sentinel, we're going to have Maxine, and behind the cam there is old Mr. James Henry. And then in Johannesburg, our two directors this morning is Nadine and Tadiwa, or Tadionse and Kali. And then our tech guru is Zips. And our tech master this side here at Djuma is Showmax. Max, also known as Mad Max. Well, as you can see, this is a live and interactive show. So if you've got any comments or questions that you want to send through, please go and send them. If you are watching on the YouTube channel, make sure that you join up as a member. If you join up as a member, you can get some nice benefits. You can pause and rewind the show, and the show is ad-free. Well, if you are watching on the Wild Earth website, that's wildearth.tv. Make sure that you do register, so you can send that through. Or just go have a conversation with us, #WildEarth on X. Well, what are we doing this morning? It is Sunday, Fun Day Sunday, and yeah, I'm just going to amble along here, Cottywomple along Djuma, and to see if we can come right with some nice sightings. I'm not going to mention anything because I don't want to go jinx anything. So I'm on the western side here. I might go towards Treehouse Dam, go follow up on Ribbon's den site a little bit later on, just waiting for it to warm up a bit, and to go and see exactly what is out there. I know that Molowati, the male leopardo, he came past the dam there just to the east of our camp last night. I think it was about 11 o'clock. I don't know. Didn't really see the look at the time, but quite some time ago. Martha, good morning. Thank you for joining us on our sunrise safari. Yes, Martha, I think we're all looking forward to this this morning's drive around here in the bush on the world's largest safari vehicle. As I say, I'm crossing fingers that there's going to be some exciting things. Well, yes, as you know, you never know what happens here in the bush. You always have to expect the unexpected. But for now, I'm just going to wait a little bit here, listen out. Always good to sit on these elevated areas, because in case you get some alarm calls or something busy, like a distress call or something, a territorial call, calling around the area, at least when you're sitting on these elevated areas, you can kind of pinpoint where that is coming from, than actually being in the lower lying areas. hoping some maybe 20s coming this side. Charlotte, yes, it's going to be a beautiful day in Africa. I think once the sun comes out, it's going to really warm up quite a bit. That's what I say. For now, it's very, very cold due to the fact that there is snow that's happening around in South Africa, and I think that cold air, that cold weather has pushed into in the low veld, and so it is very, very frosty this morning. Well, Cam has got his jacket, he's got his beanie, he's got his gloves, he's got 2 pairs of gloves, he's got like 5,000 pairs of socks on, long pants. I've got long pants, I've got a scarf, gloves, everything. So we're all prepped for this morning, and we both got a lovely, lovely flask of coffee, proudly sponsored by the Bumble crew.
Get ready for an adventure of a lifetime. Wild Earth Travel is proud to launch a brand new grand tour. Backed by popular demand, join us for an unforgettable experience where you'll meet Wild Earth presenters from past and present, participate in an exclusive rhino conservation project, and even take a masterclass in wildlife filming. And of course, you'll get up close and personal with your favorite animal characters. Book your spot now and dive into the wild with Wild Earth Travel. Do you sometimes imagine what Wild Earth would be like without adverts? A chance to properly immerse yourself in nature without any interruptions. Sign up to be an explorer for a small monthly fee and you can truly escape into the wilderness. Ad-free viewing is now available on our app as well as on our website. Wild Earth, it's in your nature.
100% Mtanam. Yes. Can you give me the spoon, please? How good are you with numbers?
Very good.
100%.
Gogo, look. Yeah.
Hundreds, my boy.
Gogo, it's hundreds.
Yes.
It's always hundreds with 100% pure sunfoil.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Djuma on this very, very chilly winter morning. It's definitely a lot colder than yesterday. And on Safari Sentinel with me this morning, it's Mr. James Henry. And we've had quite a positive start. We come across some male leopard tracks when we were checking just around Galago Pan. And they are heading in this direction, probably up towards the northern boundary. So we're going to follow up. They look fairly fresh. Not sure if it was Marips or Mulwati. So we're going to have a look and see if we can come up with any other tracks. And hopefully we'll be able to find one of those cats for us this morning. It was a fairly quiet night, but just before game drive I also heard some hyenas calling around that area. Sometimes the hyenas like to follow the leopards. That does happen. I know in camera trap studies in summers, they often, you see a leopard go past the camera trap and you see a hyena coming after. So they do like to follow them. Sorry Nadine, could you go again with that? Was that Cami that said, good morning everyone from where? Chile Free State. Oh wow, yes. I think the people living in the Free State must laugh at us when we say it's chilly. It's chilly here because the Free State can get very, very cold. And that was Hanley, I think, that gave us that comment. Yes, Hanley, I'm glad I'm not sitting with you in the Free State. I'm not a fan of the cold. I really am not. So we're going to be driving quite slowly, just listening for any alarm calls. Thanks, Anne-Marie. Yes, hope everyone's got their lucky socks on this morning, because it would be nice to get some cool sightings for this Sunday. This looks pretty thick in here, but it does look like the kind of place that a leopard would make their way through. I'm hoping whichever leopard it was is not still in here and has made their way through to the other side where it'll be easier for us to find them. Haven't seen any more tracks coming out on the road as yet. Thanks, Ruby. I'm kind of hoping, as much as I do want to meet Mulwati, I'm kind of hoping those tracks belong to Marips, because then I think we'll have a better chance of finding him this morning. To me, the tracks didn't look like a huge male, but James, who has more experience in actually seeing these two males' tracks, said that it could be either, so I'm really hoping it's Marips. Okay, and while we continue our mission, seems like Cedric has found some elephants, so let's head over to him.
Thank you so much, Maxine. Good luck on finding that male leopard if it's Mulwati. A very, very, very good luck on finding that male leopard.
Really good luck.
Yeah, really, yeah, good luck. But yeah, at least we have pretty much bumped into some male elephants. Oldish boy, you can see the indentations on this guy's temple on his head. Nice and deep there. Not the youngest of males, but a big boy. About easy over the 40, 45 years old. Older than the one that we saw yesterday afternoon around the dam area. And very docile, very relaxed, but he's a big boy, this. Beautiful tusks. Look at those tusks on him. And trying to gather up some of the roots from the ground. Yeah, boy, you're enjoying that. There's 4 of them. There's actually 4 male elephants. Yeah. This is the easiest one to view for now. See, once again, going for some of the nice, those monkey orange. Usually this time of the year, I enjoy that quite a bit. Yes, Jayla, that elephant wrinkles does help them to keep warm and to keep cool. It works both ways. Pretty much regulate their temperature, trapping a little bit of warm air between the wrinkles on winter days, and then on summer days, trying to trap a little bit of cool air in those little wrinkles. So it does help them quite a bit, very much so. And our elephants do not get cold like we do. You know, we get cold. Elephants, no. Ooh, what's he doing? What's wrong with you? Oh, why are you upset there? I see another elephant moving towards you. It's nice to see a few males like this together. The most I've seen, the most males I've seen together was I think 15 of them. Sorry, I don't want to quickly. Standing by. Morning.
Morning, Sid. Just a heads up, there's 4 of us in Gala currently on Gary Main.
Oh.
Sighting still running on the Western Channel, so just on Mela if they're not going to cross into Juma.
Alright, we're on Gary Main.
Literally, Triple M, Gary Main, they're about maybe 15 meters east on Gary Main going east.
Alright, so that lock is running on Eastern Channel, eh?
Western, I don't know if they've moved it over to Eastern yet.
Alright, copy. Thanks, Jeff. I'll quickly get hold of the guys. Thank you. Alright, sounds like there's lines just south of us. We'll just want to quickly establish here something. Sorry, everybody. I just want to quickly. That sounds like there's quite a lineup for the lines here already. Alright, let's start moving down this side. Sorry, everybody. I'm going to slowly move down here. I'm going to move down here. So, Nadine, just want to try and get into the sighting. So I don't know if my comms is working. Sorry, my boy. It's just, yeah. So we're just going to see if we can bump into here. Alright, I don't know which lions, so we gotta go just check here quickly. And they do hopefully they do come onto Juma with all the buffalo activity that we're having here. It'll be fantastic. It might be for the Nkumas and Mohawk. Let's cross fingers. Very possible. Alright, let's head over to Maxine for the time being to see if she has come right with that male leopard.
Well, we stopped briefly because we thought we had some tracks on the road, but it turned out to be a false alarm, and I just thought that this was a nice time to appreciate the sunrise. It's slowly coming up. We're really hoping that it's going to warm us soon. And as the sun's coming up, I can hear the birds calling. There were some Aramark babblers calling in the distance. Let's just listen for a bit, because being on fresh leopard tracks, always a good idea to listen and see if we can pick up any alarm calls. That's a rattling cisticola in the background. Beautiful shot, James.
Thanks.
Well done.
And does it one can.
Well, haven't heard any obvious alarm calls. Yeah, it is a beautiful sunrise. It really is. Every sunrise in the bush is beautiful. But yeah, with the trees in the foreground, it just really was quite pretty. Oh, heard a hyena call there. I don't know if any of you got it. Up ahead. So the hyenas are calling in the area, kind of the area we're heading to anyway. So we're going to carry on this road. I can hear them calling there. I don't know if the ambient mic is picking it up, but this is the general direction that we thought the tracks were heading. So let's go and see what we can find. What's the best way to get there? That way. Okay. You know, tracking is so much a part of guiding, Sabrina. I just love to explain to the guests what I'm doing, because I find if you explain about the tracking, if you show them the tracks, if you include them in the whole process, it just makes it far more exciting for them, and it opens up a whole aspect of the bush that they never really thought about before. I've been on bad game drives with rangers that I knew were tracking, and yet they weren't explaining anything. They weren't telling us what they were tracking or where the tracks were going, and it's super frustrating. So I always like to include the tracking process, give as much information as possible, and when you do that, you know, if you have to go off the vehicle for a few minutes to follow up on tracks, the guests are very happy to sit and wait, and very interested to know, you know, what you saw and what happened while you were off the vehicle. So I've never found it a problem to try and balance tracking and guiding. It's just part of the guiding process for me. Lots of zebra tracks here.
Join the Wild Earth YouTube superfan community and unlock a world of additional perks. Get exclusive early access or discounts to Wild Earth travel deals. Wear the best bush attire with merchandising discounts. Enjoy an interactive live monthly private safari. Don't miss out on the ultimate fan experience. Join the YouTube superfan community today. Escape to the wild heart of Africa at Chitwa Chitwa Game Lodge in the renowned Sabi Sands. Come and meet Wild Earth's favorite animal characters with an exclusive offer. Pay for 3 nights and enjoy a 4th night absolutely free. Plus, kids go for free. Ready to make your travel dreams a reality? Contact Wild Earth Travel today. Your adventure of a lifetime awaits at Chitwa Chitwa. Wild Earth Travel, where every journey is an epic adventure.
We understand that not everybody has got spare pennies to rub together at the end of the month. We're introducing an initiative called Gift an Explorer.
So that those with lots of pennies can gift a Wild Earth Explorer access to those with fewer.
We're aiming for 250 gifts, but the more the merrier.
You can nominate a recipient or keep it anonymous.
It's a great way to share the Wild Earth mission with other nature lovers around the world.
Alright everybody, so there's lines here. Unfortunately there's like a lineup of about 2,000 vehicles there, and I'm waiting for them to come onto Djuma. So as soon as those lines can come onto Djuma, at least we've got them. But they're on the main road here, on the service road called Gari Main. Looks like 4 females. It looks like it. It looks like 4 females. I'm just hoping. I'm going to be like a vulture in the area. So as soon as they come onto Djuma, and then, yeah. Everyone's fighting over the sighting. Let's just continue with our little drive, and we'll wait for everything to settle down. But it looks like 4 female lions. It might be for the Nkumas on a mission. Sorry.
Stations on standby 1. Oh yeah, boss. So Pierce, when I get one more walk by, and then I'll make space for you. Oh. This is just 2 movers this thing, so I'm just going to quickly bypass you guys and then get onto this thing. Okay, I'm going to quickly bypass.
Sorry, Sapi, which time am I now? Still 7?
There's no one buoy offshore behind me.
Alright, copy, thank you.
Yes, 5 vehicles, yeah.
Yee! There's like 5 vehicles in that sighting. The problem with that, everybody, is that it's on a service road, and I don't know. Everybody just came into this area, and we only really allowed 3 vehicles in a sighting. That's how we work. 3 vehicles in a sighting. It takes standby, and you rotate through that sighting. So. Anna, what? Oh no, Anna, if we just skip the queue to go into the sighting, you'll get scolded by all the guides. You'll know about it. So that's like the ranger meetings and all that. But yeah, trust me, I know back in the days it used to be so strict. Yeah, back in the days around here. Ranger meetings every month. It used to be very, very strict. It used, it's almost like a name and shame kind of situation if you did. But yeah. Now, yeah. James and myself was chatting the other day. We're like, yo. Some of the etiquette at the moment is thrown out of the window. It's crazy. So I'd rather avoid that for now. Let the guys all play bumper cars there around that sighting, and I'd rather just continue with my little cottywomple here and see if maybe we come right with something here at Treehouse Dam and wait to get called in here later on. But yeah, it's nice that the lions are coming on here. That's a fantastic part because it's all the buffaloes on Djuma. Yeah, Agatha, it is a Sunday morning traffic jam in the bush. I avoided that traffic jam very quickly. It's not my cup of tea. I really struggle with traffic in towns and that. So now the last thing I want to do is have some traffic here in the bush. Yeah. Let's see what we can find down here. I want to know where those buffaloes went. So if those buffaloes are coming on here, those lions are going to turn north very quickly. Very quickly. If they turn north, boom, shakalaka, then we've got it. Then we on like a Donkey Kong. Alright, let's come to Treehouse Dam. Treehouse Dam. Let's see what's happening around this side. I'm going to go sit here a little bit. Oh, Rosemary, yes, that's I'm hoping to bump into a priceless sighting now, Rosemary. That'll be fantastic. You can imagine. Never know. That's what I say with the bush. You never know. Let's see, we're at Treehouse Dam now. Well, at least Dewey's here. Old faithful Dewey. If there's one animal that we can always count on, that's going to be on screen, is Dewey. I think Dewey must be the most viewed animal in on Wild Earth. It must be. Where is there ever a drive without having Dewey on screen? The Dewey. Oh yeah. Oh, best. Him and what's that other? What Jessica? Jessica and Dewey. They should be the most famous hippos in the world. All right, we're going to just sit here at Treehouse Dam and just enjoy this moment for the time being. I'm just going to listen out still with the radio because I am on standby for those lions. And I'm just waiting like a vulture in the area. So in case they do move north onto Djuma, then at least I can go and follow up on them. But for now, we are going to just sit here with our Dewey while he is fast asleep. It seems like he doesn't want to do too much in this cold weather this morning. If I was a hippo, I would go and lie on top of a termite mound where the sun is going to hit my body. Try and get as warm as possible. Well, good morning, mister. Yes, I only realized that we're here now. It's like, whoop. Darcy Miller, yeah, he is the best hippo. He never fails. And he just needs to open his mouth now and give us a good old yawn and show us his teeth for the morning. Make sure that he's brushed his teeth on this Sunday morning, and then I'm sure he can go and sleep again. It doesn't look like it. Seems like he's very docile. He's very comfortable where he is. Nadine, no, but I think if a hippo's out the water, like especially a youngster, and moving around at night time, busy feeding in the thickets, and there's a nice pride of lions, I mean, in Kuumas, that's a formidable pride. I think they will go for a young hippo, but a big hippo, different story. I think a big hippo, a big male. So, but then once again as well, the hippo is pretty much feeling a little bit threatened by any predators. It's going to run straight for the water. Safety for the safety for the hippo. Sorry, Nadine, I think you're coming wrong comms here. But yeah, he's feeling very safe here at the moment. And I think he's not going to get out of the water anytime soon. All right. Well, we're going to just see if we can try and slowly but surely make our way to that sighting. Let's go and take a look at on this day in 2022 with Lauren and Davy, with some lions chasing crows around there in Madikwe. Or Amakala, sorry. Amakala.
Chaos. There are now 5 jackals. Possibly more. It's very difficult for me to get the best visual through my binos, but I definitely see 5, and they're all slowly approaching the lion. He doesn't seem bothered at all. And it has just been chaos. The crows have been dive bombing him. They're trying to get him to go away. Even if he just stands up and moves away for a few moments, it gives all of these scavengers a chance to just quickly dart in and get a piece of meat.
Sunrise, myself and Peewee cross over to city. It'll be on channel 1.
Yeah, definitely 5 jackals.
If you are interested, the full strays and the chochos are here earlier was flat.
Oh, he's moving in, he's moving in, he's up. What a beast. And he knows he's surrounded. He can't even take a rest. He can't even just go into a nice piece of shrubbery and just have a snooze. It's not possible. Oh, I see his nice long tail now. Come this way, my boy. Oh, one of the jackals got something, Darby. To the right. The one that's high up. Since he's moved it, I think he's left a little bit behind. Don't know if you can see that. This is just chaos, chaos at the carcass.
Hi everyone, we found some tracks of what looks like quite a big male leopard. I'm not sure that it's the same set of tracks that we were on earlier. It looks like it may have crossed. We're on the northern boundary of Djuma at the moment, and it looks possibly like it could have crossed in from the north. So we are going to follow up here a little bit. I just want to get a look at where they're going, but we've also got some vehicles coming behind us. So I think I'm going to pull over, let them go past, and then I want to show you these tracks. Hopefully we'll still have some tracks to show you. And this could be interesting. Can I pull over that side, James, to the left? We're just going to let these vehicles go past so that we can carry on looking at the tracks. Morning. So what I'm going to do is see if I can just get us back onto the road and find a track that James can have a look at with the camera so you can see what we're looking at. It's a bit tricky now because those vehicles have come past us and possibly driven over some of these tracks. Yeah, looks, James says the trailer looks like it's obliterated them, but I just want to make sure where this leopard went. It looks like I've got a set of tracks there. May have turned into the block here. James, can you get those on your camera? Too close, okay? Let's go. Sorry. Is it still going to be too close? Sorry, Nadine, could you go again with Jennifer's question? I didn't get that. Jennifer, they can. There are very slight differences to the shape of a leopard or a lion's foot, but the main difference will be that you very seldom find lion cub tracks on their own. So if there's a lion cub walking on the road, you're going to find, unless something really strange has happened, you're going to find that there will be adults with it. So that's one of your main clues that you can use if you see a smallish cat track or a cat track that looks about the size of a lion cub or a leopard. If it's on its own, it's probably a leopard. And lion tracks are slightly, the leopard tracks are a little bit more oval. Lion tracks can be a little bit wider, but that takes a bit of experience to learn. So the track is very similar, but normally it won't be on its own if it's a lion cub. James, which track can you see? Next to my left foot here. Okay, so there's a set of tracks here. And this road is very busy, but these tracks, as James pointed out, it looks like they have broken the dew, which means that they are not that old. And it does seem as if he might be heading that way. I'm just going to walk a little bit up the road and make sure I haven't missed any more tracks further up the road. So we'll do that quickly. And if...
Become a Wild Earth YouTube member today and unlock extras and bonuses, like ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in your safari without any interruption. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Join now to avoid missing out on these amazing benefits. Help us connect people to nature.
Discover the wild beauty of Amakhala Game Reserve, where adventure and luxury meet. With 9 spectacular lodges to choose from, Amakhala offers an array of unforgettable experiences. Dive into the heart of the wilderness with a guided hike and spend a night under the stars. Ready to explore and meet the Wild Earth animals and crew? Contact Wild Earth Travel to learn more and book your journey to Amakhala Game Reserve. Join the Wild Earth Explorers program and connect with a community passionate about wildlife. Support our mission to share authentic wildlife experiences with the world. Your monthly contribution helps provide schools and children access to kids' safaris, fostering a love for nature in the next generation. Embrace the wonders of the bush and make a difference today. Wild Earth, connecting with nature.
Every guide in Africa has been on an endless quest for the ultimate bush wear. Until now, Rugged Wear has a huge range of amazing bush gear for every wild situation. In the midday heat, those chilly winter mornings, in the storms of summer. Rugged Wear has the bush kit for every wild occasion. Locally made in South Africa, crafted with precision, stitched with quality.
Okay, this is where we have to make a plan to try and get through all this stuff here now. Here we go. Here we go. Put the helmets on and yeah, safety boots on. Yeah. Alright, it's time to earn our breakfast. Paul's not out on drive this morning, he's sleeping in, so he's not allowed to have breakfast. He is the breakfast, yeah. Oh, and I go straight, and we've got so many buffaloes on Juma, which is going to be perfect for... I do apologize for the vehicle, it's Alright, yeah, let's try. Let's duck and dive here. You ready? We'll have to duck and dive, unfortunately. And, hey, we'll have to put the thing down at the back. Cam, you ready? Can you do this? There we go. Alright. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Oh, lo. Alright, I see a gap. I see a gap here. We just got to try and maneuver around all these things. It's going to be very difficult. Alright, just at least we've got still visual on them. Alright, we can try and get through this, eh? This looks like a lovely little gap for us here. And you can see they're sniffing out the air. Oh, sorry, I almost thought I went through in a big hole there. As you can see, they're sniffing out something, so maybe, you never know, maybe they're going to head straight north, maybe some buffaloes on the area and all that. So I'm just going to try and see if we can work around here, everybody. Just bear with me, and Cam, just hold on. There's a lot of holes here. There's some absolute pearlers here, which I don't want you to knock your teeth out. Alright, I'm just going to try. Sorry, my girl. I'm just going to try to get up here. This is amazing. Look at this, everybody. Going up on termite mounds, very important. It's a nice vantage point, just like what we did this morning on Zoe's. You know, when you elevate it on a nice area, you can see quite far out and all that. And for the lions, that's exactly what they're doing. They're just pretty much going onto this elevated area. And sorry about all the noise and vehicles and all that, but yeah, finally everyone's settled down now. And now you can see these lions are just listening out, looking out. Ah, tawny cats, finally, everybody. This is wonderful. But I'm just a little bit worried on what's happened. DJ Lex, yes, yeah, two beautiful lions for the morning. Absolutely wunderbar. Wunderbar. I don't see the young male here with them. I'm going to chat to the other guide now, just to see exactly what's happened there in the west. Because yeah, he said they came in very quickly. They came into the east, and they were on a mission trying to get away and stay away from something that chased them that side. And I've got a feeling it's the plains camp males that might have come into that area and chased them. You can see, look at this female. You can see how she's very much on alert. Eh? She's just watching out. Hopefully that there's nothing following them. Oh, this is wonderful, everybody. Absolutely wonderful. So this pride, the Nguma pride, there's 8 members, 7 females and 1 young male. So 4 members are missing at the moment, 3 females and a young male that's missing from this pride. Looks like this is Pale Eyes. Looks like Pale Eye. Definitely the one at the back with that notch out of the left ear. That one that's looking back that way is one of Amber Eye's daughters. Finally, some cats for this weekend. And they're very busy at night. You can imagine they came off. So where they were left yesterday was in a property called Londolozi. The 8 Pride members, and then a male known as Mohawk was pretty much in the southern side in Londolozi, and so all the way from here, all the way from there to here, it's a long distance. And as I said this morning when we first saw them, when with all the vehicles and that, they were like not even walking, they were pretty much on a mission, you know, in that typical on a mission walk. It's almost like kind of running. Glorious G, yes, beautiful, beautiful cats for the morning. Yeah, I can see she's not relaxed. Oh, what's happening here? What's happening here now? This one is look on the one on the left, seeing something. They're not happy here. Something else is here. What is happening here? Something is happening, everybody. I'm not too sure. Maybe they're still I think they're very nervous, thinking that there might be something that's following them. Maybe the other lions. I'm not too sure, but you can see they are very much on edge.
Become a Wild Earth YouTube member and unlock exclusive bonuses and benefits. Enjoy uninterrupted, ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in nature. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Enjoy exclusive access to special broadcasts and videos, and help us to connect people to nature.
We understand that not everybody has got spare pennies to rub together at the end of the month. We're introducing an initiative called Gift an Explorer.
So that those with lots of pennies can gift a Wild Earth Explorer access to those with fewer.
We're aiming for 250 gifts, but the more the merrier.
You can nominate a recipient or keep it anonymous.
It's a great way to share the Wild Earth mission with other nature lovers around the world.
100% mtanami. Can you give me the spoon, please? How good are you with numbers?
Very good.
100%.
Gogo, look. Yeah.
Hundreds, my boy.
Gogo, it's hundreds.
Yes.
It's always hundreds with 100% pure sunfoil.
But I'm more worried about that young male lion. And they've Plains Camp males, you know, those are 2 males that's done a lot of damage so far to this Nkuhuma Pride, killing Chela one of the lionesses that was part of this pride. They're going back that way again. Well, she's not going back. Maybe she's just listening out. But I will keep everybody updated on the rest of the pride if I can pick up on what's been happening. Using, sniffing the air, just sniffing around, just trying to work out exactly if you can pick up on something that is coming through with this wind. A little bit of a breeze. So exciting, this. So exciting. I wonder exactly what is happening. What is about to happen. People always say, yeah, it's lovely to be a lion. Lions have got, at night time, they've also got a lot of warfare that's happening around the area. They've got to make sure that they stay out of areas where new males come in, and they don't want to have any confrontation with the new males. And as well, if they've got youngsters there, that it's also just to kind of avoid those young ones being killed. But yeah, well, we are going to just work out exactly what's happening. All that, let's head over to Maxine, as she's got some buffaloes.
I agree, Cedric. I think lions have a tough shame. I really hope that that young male from the Nkuhumas is found and everything's fine there. They have a hard time. We've managed to find some buffalo who, being particularly, they're acting very skittish and nervous this morning. They keep running away from us. So we're trying our best to just appease them and show them that we don't mean them any harm. But they look like they slowly could be moving towards Gowrie Dam for a drink. They would have spent the night probably feeding. They tend to drink early morning and late afternoon or early evening and spend most of the night feeding. So they're due for a drink. So I'm assuming that's where they're heading. But it looks like quite a nice big herd. It could be the same herd that we had yesterday at the dam. When we arrived and they were so skittish, I thought maybe they're skittish because there have been lions after them, but James says to me the buffalo in this part of the Sabi Sands are just really, really nervous of the vehicles, which is quite strange. But anyway, I think they've gotten used to us, so I'm going to slowly make my way a little bit down the road towards them, and we might just follow them for a while and see where they go and if they're going down to drink. Judging by where the Nkuhumas are, I don't think that they were bothered by the Nkuhumas last night because they've come in from the north and the Nkuhumas seem to be in the south. So they may have had a nice peaceful night. Girl, why are you so nervous of us? Typical buffalo expression with the nose high in the air, very suspicious. I think we're kind of bringing up the rear of the herd here. You tend to find in buffalo herds that the herd will be more towards the center and the front, and then the more submissive ones, or the ones that aren't dominant, bring up the rear of the herd. They're the ones that get picked off easily by the lions. So I suppose if we're at the back of the herd, we would be encountering some of the more nervous individuals. I'd also be nervous if I was bringing up the rear of a buffalo herd with so many lions around. That's a cow on screen there, and she looks to be in really good condition, nice and fat. If the Nkuhumas were closer, possibly. You know, animals are very, very good at reading each other's body language. You know, they don't really have a lot of verbal communication. Some animals have more verbal communication than others, but body language is something that animals use all the time to communicate and to understand. And that goes across species divides. They need to be able to understand the body language of you know, if you're a buffalo, you need to understand the body language of a predator. And so, you know, if the Nkuhumas were close to the buffalo and they were on edge, the buffalo would probably pick up on that. I've often seen, you know, a cheetah that's got a full belly and isn't showing any signs of wanting to hunt, and they walk quite close to a herd of impala, say, or a herd of nyala, or whatever it may be, and you'll see that the impala are very aware of them, but they're not necessarily as nervous as they would be if they saw a cheetah that was in full hunt mode. So they obviously pick up on differences in the way the animal's holding its body or body language. But we're going to send you back quickly to Cedric with the lions that are still quite nervous. So let's see what's going on there.
Alright, so we just had the lions very nicely on the mound, now termite mound. Fortunately, they have come down. So I'm going to try and just get through here, and now we don't have view of them anymore. Get through here. Alright, I'm just going to try and push this dead branch over here. Through this little section here. Alright, yeah. Let's just stop here. You can see these lions are walking with determination, big time. They're heading straight towards Treehouse Dam. That's their angle, straight towards Treehouse Dam. But you can just see how they're also walking. It's not like I think they're following the vehicle now. Maybe. Alright, let's try and get around here. Alright, how's your side there? There's a hole. It's fine, it's fine. Alright. Oh, this female sees something. Sorry, I just want to try and stop here. This female, she's seeing something at the moment. She just stopped here, just behind this bush. I'm just going to wait to see exactly what she's picked up on. Because there's something. It looks like something was moving in the background here now. So it looks like she's just almost like taking interest. I'm not too sure what. This is amazing, everybody. Watch her, watch her, watch her. They're keeping low for something. Yeah, maybe it might be buffaloes. It might be maybe like a lonely male that's moving around here. No idea. But the main thing is they are on edge at the moment. It's like us, like Cameron and myself. We are on the edge of our seats. What are you seeing? What are you seeing, girls? What are you seeing? So I'm not too sure where Maxine's got the buffaloes, but do you know, Nadine? Maruvu Road of maybe Mvubu. Mvubu Road. Alright, thanks, Nadine. Mvubu. Vruvru Road. Alright, thanks. Well, we'll see how these lines go now. I mean, as I say, the general direction was still Treehouse Dam, and I think they will end up there very soon. I think they're just doing this typical start, stop situation, listening out, making sure that they're not being followed by any other lions, as well as trying to get maybe to see if there's any buffaloes in the area where they are. But they clearly can pick up on something more so than what we can. The senses of lions are absolutely amazing. Sense of smell, sense of hearing, sight. What they can hear, smell, and see from what we can is a complete difference. So that's why we'll take their body language into account and go with that. Rosemary, yes, golden and regal. That's right, Rosemary. Very, very true. Golden and regal. At least they settled down for us for now. You can see he's still looking back. Still glancing back. I was wondering if there's no threat coming from behind. Oh, Andrew, the video guy, I'm not too sure if their heart rate increases during cold weather like ours. I don't even know if my heartbeat increased during cold weather. I think I don't know. I hardly have a heartbeat during cold weather. So, yeah, maybe that's what they always say. Maybe I'm cold-hearted. I've got a frozen heart. So I'm not too sure if that's the case. I don't even know that our heartbeat actually increases during cold weather. It must be very cold in FC when Nadine walks in there. No, I'm just joking. Anyway, so yeah, maybe we'll have to make our way out this side because it sounds like there's other vehicles. Alright, so I'm sure I'm going to get scolded today, so I'm prepping myself.
We are thrilled to announce our new exclusive feature for YouTube members and explorers. Join us live every Tuesday for our sunrise and sunset safaris. Experience Tawny Tuesday like never before with up-close encounters and breathtaking moments. Don't miss out. Become a YouTube member or explorer today and immerse yourself in the heart of the bush. See you Tuesday.
Are you ready to turn your travel dreams into a reality? Wild Earth Travel is here to make that happen. Africa is full of exciting adventures and stunning wildlife. If you want to meet the Wild Earth crew and animal characters while enjoying a 5-star safari, we can make it happen. Contact us today on info@wildearth.travel or visit our website, and let's turn your African dreams into a reality.
Slither into the excitement of Snake Day with a dedicated fireside chat. Whether you're a curious beginner or a seasoned herpetologist, this is your chance to learn, ask questions, and share your passion for snakes. Snake expert Jess Cook will join our Wild Earth guides to talk about all things scaly. Don't miss this engaging and fascinating event. Uncoil the mystery of snakes and join the conversation today.
Not an easy block, this. Not an easy passage. Stay with me, Nate. There's something happening here. We're just gonna try and fathom out. Or what are they busy stalking here? Unfortunately, this is just such a thick block. Right, we're coming close to a. Oh man, this is going to be a bit bad. We're close to Savage Road. Alright, I think I'm still going that way. Alright. Nadine, going to try and keep with him. I'm going to try. Not easy at the moment, as I say. Just trying to keep our eyes on them, plus Oh, there's zebra. There's zebra. Yeah, they're landing mangwa. Yeah, mangwa in front of us, yeah. Yeah, sorry, they got, that's what they're busy going for. Zebbies. Yeah. Alright. Sorry, we're just listening out here quickly. Those lions are stalking that zebra. The zebras also, they're very quick. On top of that, as the zebra's ears, you can see that zebra's already picked up on something. You can see that zebra's already looking into the block to where those lions are. And fantastic eyesight. So for lions to really bring down something like this now, it's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough, especially that the zebra's already on high alert. We don't have a visual of yeah, the zebra knows already. You can see the zebras are, yeah, it knows, but it's not sure yet. They haven't seen it, but they kind of, so the other vehicles are just moving around. Okay, they're moving off now. Looks like the lines have gone quite far in already. Alright, let's Oniva, yeah. It's Oniva. Don't want to interfere with anything, so we're going to hold back a bit. Ooh, you're ready. Yeah, guys, here's Mangwa coming straight towards his Ngala, eh? I can see the one just using the termite mound as a view. Alright, we're just going to, sorry Cam, I just need a reposition for these guys to come here as well. As I say, we're just going to hold back a little bit now. They're using this termite mound as a cover. Clever lions. One using it as a vantage point. Others are pretty much, one is on the right hand side, the other one's on this left hand side. And they're just waiting to see if these zebras are coming. There goes, here she goes, here she goes, here she goes. She's busy stalking now. She's trying to get very close to these zebras. Oh, the one's going, they're going close. Oh, there they go. Oh, they're going. Oh, they're going. Alright, oh, they're running, let's go. They're running after the zebras. They're running after the zebras. We're going to try and keep up with them. I want to see if they, any luck there. Just hold on, Cam. Hold on. Oh. Alright, they bolted down there. Alright, and we have to be in the thickest block on earth. Cam. Alright, there they go. Okay, we've got a view of them again. We've got a view of them again. And they're chasing straight towards Treehouse Dam. Oh, hey. Alright. You see them, Cam? Oh, watch outside, yeah? Oh, there, I see them. Oh, don't worry. You see them come? I see that one. All right. Yeah. Let's quickly look. I think they might have picked got one. Let's see. Do you see them here? In this area, yeah. Oh my word. Okay, this is a little bit tough, everybody. Just be patient. We're going to try and see if we can find them here again. Alright, we're coming out here on Weaver's Nest. This entire book. Alright, I think it might have gone a little bit further south there, Cam. Sorry everybody, we're going to just try. It's such a thick block, it's such a difficult area to pick up on. Just want to look here if nothing's crossed. Come on, all these wheels. There's nothing crossing over here. So I'm just letting the other guys know here that we are trying to find these lines, and did they bring something down? Are they still chasing those zebras? No idea. Any luck on your guys' side there? Which are trials, Marty? Yeah. Sorry, it's Nadine, we're going to just try. They might have crossed over already. It just shows you how quickly things can change, especially when you go in a thick block like that. Now, yeah, we're going to go to Twin Dams. I might have crossed already towards Twin Dams. Maybe it's still chasing the zebras into that direction. So we're going to quickly just take a look at Twin Dams and see if we can come right there. Here with lions all of a sudden chasing zebras. Oh, how far did they chase? That's another story. They didn't cross south here. General direction is going east and straight towards this dam. There's gonna all right, Maxine.
Wow, sounds like Cedric's had the most incredible sighting this morning. I'm feeling quite jealous right now. We've, well, not that we haven't seen anything. We had that lovely buffalo sighting. I had intended to go and watch them drinking at the dam, but they were taking a really long time to get there. So we decided to rather head up towards Buffelshoek Dam. Maybe just have a look around here. This was the last place that Lalamba was seen with her cubs.
Embark on a wild adventure unlike any other. Join our membership program for an ad-free journey through the heart of Southern Africa. Witness the majesty of wilderness uninterrupted by pesky adverts or annoying intrusions. With our ad-free membership program, you can avoid missing any of the important moments and unlock all sorts of other perks. Subscribe now for an ad-free experience across our entire channel. Immerse yourself in the wonders of the wild and stay permanently connected with nature. Get ready for an adventure of a lifetime. Wild Earth Travel is proud to launch a brand new grand tour. Backed by popular demand, join us for an unforgettable experience where you'll meet Wild Earth presenters from past and present, participate in an exclusive rhino conservation project, and even take a masterclass in wildlife filming. And of course, you'll get up close and personal with your favorite animal characters. Book your spot now and dive into the wild with Wild Earth Travel. Get ready for the Winter 2024 Ranger Race. Watch as our guides compete to find the greatest number of animal species in an afternoon safari. Lions, leopards, and elephants are easy to identify, but birds can be a little trickier. Who will emerge victorious and claim the title of Wildlife Champion? Tune in to find out. Be part of the race and back your favorite guide.
Every guide in Africa has been on an endless quest for the ultimate bush wear. Until now, Rugged Wear has a huge range of amazing bush gear for every wild situation. In the midday heat, those chilly winter mornings, in the storms of summer. Rugged Wear has the bush kit for every wild occasion. Locally made in South Africa, crafted with precision, stitched with quality.
Losing signal. Stop. Okay. A tree. Okay. Okay.
Okay, that's super cool. She just killed it. She just made a kill. No way. Oh, no ways. That is crazy. There she's got it now. So can you believe it? The scrub hare is still alive. So this, I mean, sometimes it's tough to watch these things, but this is her learning.
They sort of zip them up. They're little things called barbacells and barbacules.
Snake.
Have you got a snake?
Mm.
Oh, apparently he's got a snake, and that's what he's hopping around at. Let me check with my binoculars. Oh yeah, it's a little, looked like a little red-lipped herald. That's what he's hopping at. Thanks, Stu. I did not see that. Hope you, oh, you see the snake striking at him. How cool is that? Oh, you? I wonder what he was hopping for. I didn't pick it up on the camera, but I can see it with my binos. You close. A bit of a standoff.
That is the most assertive gosling I think I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. It seems to be the one gosling in particular. I've actually not seen that before, where one keeps going after another species. It's actually incredibly sweet to watch. Such a young age and already so assertive. Hi everyone, sorry about that. Seems like there's a few little signal issues that our tech team are working on, but our signal seems to be a little bit better up here. We're on the northern boundary. We've come up here to check for any sign of Tlalamba crossing over. So far, nothing. So we're going to just drive the northern boundary all the way to the east and check for any signs of her. But all seems very quiet up here this morning. James says very. Even the birds are quiet this morning. I don't know if it's because it was a colder morning. They take their time getting active. I'm sure things will heat up soon. Some Ellie tracks going in there. Actually going out. Sorry Nadine, I didn't get that. Oh, okay. It's a little bit of a dip. We'll go up onto the other side. Hopefully the signal will get better. It seems like Cedric's signal has also improved, and with him being in such an exciting sighting, we're going to send you over there and we'll keep on our mission for this leopard.
Alright, we've relocated on the Nguma lines, the 4 of them. Unfortunately, no luck with a zebra kill. So they did try their utmost best, but it looks like no success there. But still on high alert, as you can see, still very much looking out. See all pale eyes and 3 gulls. You can see why they call her pale eyes on the right hand side. Look at her eyes compared to the other one on the left. Very light, and then compared to her eyes. Isn't she beautiful? Beautiful lioness. Actually, all of them are beautiful lionesses. Oh, they see something. Doo-doo-doo. Wonder what. All of a sudden, look at that. I picked up on something here. What are they looking at, everybody? Could there be something that they're stalking once again? Could it be the zebras that might be making its way in this area? I can't think it could be. Here we go, round 2. It feels like I'm doing a wild dog chase this morning with these Nkuma females. This is unbelievable. It's believable, but it's unbelievable. Here we go again. That's exactly with the black tips at the back of the ears, black tips on the tail. They don't use any audio. Well, there's one's going to the right. They don't use any contact communication with vocal communication. Everything is pretty much a visual communication, picking up on each other with their black tips. But one lioness has gone far to the east now. Sometimes they'll try to do a little bit of an ambush style here. Ambush. One's going that way. Sorry, don't worry. One's going around the right-hand side. Yes, Sally. Light's beautiful. All right. Now what they're busy doing, they're busy all pretty much spread out now. See that? Yeah. So we've got a big view here, unfortunately, there's other vehicles here at the moment. And they're going to try and push whatever is running a little bit further, sometimes trying the typical ambush style. Push whatever they are hunting into the others. Are we going to get a successful lion hunt here this morning? I'm going to just wait patiently. Yes, Bucky, yes. I'm hoping second try. You can see this female's waiting here. She's just waiting in this little spot here. As I said, the other two have gone further east. Hoping to spook them back this way. Well, the other two females are waiting here at this termite mound. Just moving in the distance here now. You can see the other female just there. There she is going. That's like the third female. The other two is further east, and then the fourth one is still waiting back here. So all spread out. I think they're still going for those zebras. So 50, yeah, the Nkumas are fantastic hunters, absolutely fantastic. Not always, the success rate is very low when it comes to lions and leopards. You're only looking at like 15-20% success rate from start to end. More your successful predators on hunts is like your wild dogs, where they'll pretty much try and outrun them. Stamina, and then as well with cheetah, use speed. Wild dogs is about 85%, cheetahs about maybe 50 to 60% success. But we're not going to move any. I just want to see what this other guy's going to do. Let's see if we can start moving, everybody. Alright, let's see. They are moving further straight towards Twin Dams. Alright, now they've gone further in. Looks like they're trying to get that side. Here we go again. Here we go again. These guys are going to go that way. I'm going to go a different way. Thank you. Still watching something, yeah. So still got a view of them in the distance, yeah. But they're still watching on something towards Twin Dam side.
Escape to the wild heart of Africa at Chitwa Chitwa Game Lodge in the renowned Sabi Sands. Come and meet Wild Earth's favorite animal characters with an exclusive offer. Pay for 3 nights and enjoy a 4th night absolutely free. Plus, kids go for free. Ready to make your travel dreams a reality? Contact Wild Earth Travel today. Your adventure of a lifetime awaits at Chitwa Chitwa. Wild Earth Travel, where every journey is an epic adventure. Chatting around a fire is an ancient practice that has connected humanity for centuries, and we want to keep it alive in our modern age. As an explorer, you'll have access to intimate gatherings with our naturalists, fascinating guests, and experts where we share knowledge, insights, and stories around a crackling fire. Rediscover the power of connection. Sign up to be an explorer today and experience the magic of Wild Earth's fireside chats.
100% Mtanami. Yes. Can you give me the spoon, please? How good are you with numbers?
Very good.
100%.
Gogo, look.
Hundreds, my boy.
Gogo, it's hundreds.
Yes.
It's always hundreds with 100% pure sunfoil.
Okay, so then he's not in the lineup for this, okay. And then I think Sips is the next one. Sips. Yeah, you can start making your way. I'm going to make space for you. They're pretty much north of the fire break. I'll say about 200 meters west of Twin Dams. All right. While we're going to make space for the next vehicle, let's head over to Maxine.
Oh, that's nice. Where am I? Well, we've come across a couple of little dwarf mongooses sunning themselves on the northern side of this termite mound, which is very clever because obviously that faces the sun and it's been a really chilly morning. So they're enjoying warming up a bit. Interestingly, just before we found the mongooses, we had some what looked like fairly fresh cheetah tracks on the northern boundary. Unfortunately for us, they headed east into Buffelshoek, but it's lovely knowing that they're around. And you know, who knows, cheetah, when they hunt, they do change direction a lot. So there's always a possibility that one might pop up on Djuma this morning or this afternoon, which would be really nice. It looked like just a single cheetah walking down the road. And now we're with our little mongooses. Unusual to see just 2, so I'm thinking the rest of the group must be somewhere around.
Church.
Maybe at church, James says, maybe. Or they could still be in the termite mound, maybe haven't plucked up the courage to come and face the the weather yet, excuse me. The mongooses are warming up, Sierra Delta. We are warming up too. We've got the sun shining on us from the back. It really is quite lovely. I'm scanning around to see if I can see any yellow-billed hornbills, and I'll tell you why. When I was working up in Kenya, it was so interesting, but there seemed to be a little bit of a symbiotic relationship between the yellow-billed hornbills and the dwarf mongooses. And the yellow-billed hornbills would follow the mongooses around during the day, and as the mongooses disturbed insects or whatever they were hunting in the grass, if there was something that the mongooses missed, the hornbills would grab it. So the hornbills were obviously benefiting with extra food, and then the hornbills were extra eyes and ears and protection for the mongooses. And it got to the point where we would notice that the hornbills would start calling in the morning, and only after the mongooses heard the hornbills calling would they pop their heads out of their termite mounds. So it was almost as if, and I'm reading into this a bit, but it did seem as if the mongooses almost waited for the hornbill to say, all's clear, come on guys, let's get moving. We watched, there was a termite mound quite close to the camp I was staying in where these mongooses spent a lot of time, and we watched this play out quite regularly, and it certainly seemed like the mongooses waited for a certain call that the hornbill made, and then they would come out and start sunning themselves and getting ready to go foraging. But I've never seen that relationship in South Africa. I don't know, James, have you ever noticed anything like that in the Sabi Sands?
We've seen them with each other quite a lot. I wouldn't say it's nearly that defined.
Yeah. So James says I don't know if you can hear James. He says he's seen them with each other quite a lot, but not necessarily as defined. Jace, do bushfires affect termite mounds? I suppose they do, but you know, when a bushfire comes through, unless if you're underground, the temperature from that fire often doesn't penetrate very far under the ground. So the ground insulates creatures that happen to be burrowing or taking refuge underground quite a bit from the bushfire. So I don't think it would have too much of an impact if the mongooses were sheltering in a termite mound and a bushfire passed over. I think they would be quite safe there. Maybe right at the surface of the termite mound it might be quite hot, but if you went down a little bit further, I don't think that the animals or the insects or whatever's sheltering in the termite mound would be affected. I don't know if that's where you were going with that question. That's how I'm interpreting it, but if I've misinterpreted what you meant, please just let me know. There was also a little crowned lapwing hanging around earlier. I think, it's still there. James, do you think I should sneak a bit closer? Hopefully these little mongooses will stay where they are, and we might just get a view of that lapwing. Quite a pretty lapwing. I'm going to just go really slowly so we don't disturb the mongoose. June, I have, he's going down, but he might pop up. June, I have heard of mongooses being able to fight off snakes. Now I've got the branch right in front of it, James. Is that okay? I've never actually seen it myself, to be honest. And I don't know if it's kind of more of a bush legend or an urban legend. I think they are very fast and very clever little predators, and they have been recorded killing snakes. So it's not impossible that they can fight off snakes. I've never actually seen it happen with my own eyes, though. James, have you ever seen mongooses fighting off snakes?
I've seen
Videos of it, yeah. I mean, there is that famous story of Riki Tikitavi and the Egyptian cobra or whatever it was, and as James says, there are videos of them doing it, but not sure that I've seen it.
Join the Wild Earth YouTube superfan community and unlock a world of additional perks. Get exclusive early access or discounts to Wild Earth travel deals. Wear the best bush attire with merchandising discounts. Enjoy an interactive live monthly private safari. Don't miss out on the ultimate fan experience. Join the YouTube superfan community today. Discover the wild beauty of Amakala Game Reserve, where adventure and luxury meet. With 9 spectacular lodges to choose from, Amakala offers an array of unforgettable experiences. Dive into the heart of the wilderness with a guided hike and spend a night under the stars. Ready to explore and meet the Wild Earth animals and crew? Contact Wild Earth Travel to learn more and book your journey to Amakala Game Reserve.
We understand that not everybody has got spare pennies to rub together at the end of the month. We're introducing an initiative called Gift an Explorer.
So that those with lots of pennies can gift a Wild Earth Explorer access to those with fewer.
We're aiming for 250 gifts, but the more the merrier.
You can nominate a recipient or keep it anonymous.
It's a great way to share the Wild Earth mission with other nature lovers around the world.
Okay, I just saw some movement to the left. I thought it may have been another dwarf mongoose, but it's not. There's some birds moving around, a Burchell starling and a crowned lapwing. And the little mongoose is obviously still just really enjoying that sun. I mean, they are just the right size to really fall prey to so many different things. I've even seen leopards eating dwarf mongooses. It was a young male leopard who was just kind of I think he was still being supported by his mum, but he wasn't with the mum at the time, and he was hunting dwarf mongooses and managed to kill one successfully. But yeah, they do need to look out for all manner of predators. Must be a tough life.
Right, we're still here with the Nkuhuma Pride, 4 females. As you can see, one is lying flat, and then the one is lying up. The one that's lying up is that female known as the Little Amber, and she's enjoying the sun. But you can even see with her head, she's got a very strange muzzle, very short, very like a pug, and we will usually call that brachycephalic structure, or facial structure, brachycephalic. And it's like Tundi and Shadow, those 2 leopardesses as well. Same kind of thing, very short snouts or muzzles. And the same as this a lioness. She's beautiful. He's just listening up. I think they've all kind of settled down now after this morning's run around. I think this morning's run around was, yeah, it was nice. Nice to get through the bush and try and follow them and see what they've been up to. But 2 unsuccessful hunts. One was zebras, and I'm not too sure what the other one was. I don't know what they were following up on. Might have been impala, might have been a warthog. No idea, but they have given up on that as well. For now they are just lazing around. Enjoying a little bit of sun for the morning, while it is still very cool this morning. Even at 8:30, it is still nice and fresh. You can see all the little blood marks on the sides, all to do with ticks, little ticks. No, Janice, there's no dominant female. All the females are pretty much all help one another. So no, it's not like a hyena clan. The hyena clan's got a matriarchal system where you've got a queen and then a princess. It doesn't really happen with lions. Each lion will have its own role to play in the pride. Sometimes you get certain lionesses that enjoys to instigate the hunts. You get some lionesses that enjoys to flank the prey. You get some lionesses that enjoys to ambush, lie in wait for the prey. So each one has got its own little role to play. And yes, look, they do respect the oldest. I mean, that is just how lions work. So, you know, they got 2 or 3 older females here in this pride. Oh, they are going to get respect from the younger ones. Oh. But there is no matriarchal system here. Bless you, girl. Or I don't know if it was a sneeze or if it was a choke there. Now you can see the size of their muzzles now. Look at the one at the back. Very short compared to this female on the left hand side. Way different. She's beautiful. They're all beautiful. Each one has got its own uniqueness about them. Sometimes you see just on the neck area, that blood tells I was saying just now, those little blood spots there, and it's all to do with ticks. So when they do like adder grooming, so when they groom one another, and they pretty much pick those ticks off the neck area, and sometimes it'll just pop, and it'll leave like a little bit of a blood stain behind on their fur. Got a red stain there. A bit of the wind. Oh, it's a chill factor, eh? Sounded like somebody's alarm just went off there. Did you hear it? Not. Somebody's. Yeah, a cell phone alarm. It must be like wake up. Hopefully they weren't sleeping on the vehicle. Maybe his alarm went off just to remind the guide. Well, it's 8:30. It's time for coffee and amarula. Yeah. What a time to be alive. Yeah, I'm not too sure how long they're gonna settle down here for. I don't think for too long. I don't think they'll be hanging around here for too long. You know, they're gonna also start moving maybe towards maybe Twin Dams, go for some water that side. Very possible. Maybe end up at Twin Dams for this afternoon. Maybe if Sentinel wants to go out this afternoon to Twin Dams, then Sentinel must make its way that side for the afternoon. I would suggest that will be a good idea. There's a spider. Sorry, Nadine said, Catherine, does the wind transmit any diseases to lions? The wind? Ah, the ticks. Ah, no, I wanted to say the wind. Well, I'm not too sure about that. Ticks? No, not really. Yeah. No, it didn't. It just sounded funny because of the wind, maybe. But no, I don't think. I mean, lions get loads of ticks all the time on them. It's and a lot of those born-to ticks, those big grey ticks, and no, it doesn't really do too much to them at all. If it did, then these lions would be very sick all the time because they're full of ticks. I mean, they're not the cleanest of cats. They're in the wild. This is the wild, which is the bush veld. So no matter what, they're always going to have ticks on them. Alright. And you can see a lot of little notches out of them. There's always some of them with a lot of ticks that's inside, like under the fur there. Alright, well, we are going to make our way out of this sighting. Let's head over to Maxine. She's got some elephants.
Well, we have been so lucky. We've managed to come across what looks like quite a small little breeding herd of ellies. But there are some very young ones in the bush to the left, so I'm hoping that we're going to get a clearer shot of some of these little babies. They just are so cute. There's a few of them. James has got the majority of the herd, of the little herd, off to the left, and then to our right we've got a few that are feeding to the right of the road as well. One of them is quite close, so I'm not going to go too much closer until he or she decides to cross over and join the rest. I don't want to split the herd with me in the middle. It looks like a female on the side as well. Sorry, James, they are all kind of behind a lot of trees at the moment, but they are slowly moving. I think we might manage to get some clearer shots. I think if I put my nose in there, you'd have, let me try that without. Tell me when you've got a clearer view. Maybe this little one here. Is that fine? Oops, sorry. So we've been very fortunate that Rugged Wear have sponsored some of our uniform for us, and some really smart looking and great looking and feeling bush wear. They've been very kind to brand it with the Wild Earth logo, and really a great company. If you're looking to get into the bush and you need some bush clothing, please look Rugged Wear up. They've got some great stuff on offer. That little one hasn't even got tusks starting to show yet, so he's still quite young. But I saw an even smaller one that seems to be, I think, in amongst the females to the left of this little guy that we're watching. So I think there are a few young elephants in this herd. Very peaceful little herd. There's a big matriarch to the left, but don't think James will be able to see it. Elka, yes, Ellies are always entertaining. There's always something to chat about because they're constantly busy. They're always doing something. And as we arrived, I actually heard one of the herd members rumbling to the others. Maybe with the ambient mic we'll pick up some of their communications to each other. When the herd is together like this in quite a tight group, they don't need to do it as much as when they're more split out and they're all spread out, should I say, and they need to communicate more with each other. But I was reading on the topic of communication, I was reading a really interesting article the other day, and it was a research project that's been conducted in Amboseli, which is the home of Dr. Katie Payne, who was the first person to discover. Sorry, let me just see what this little one is doing, and then I think it got a bit of a fright with the wind picking up, maybe running to find Mom. Oh. And giving us a little mock charge. I'm sure it's a little male because of the cheekiness. The little males seem to be a lot more confident and cheeky than the young girls. I think that's its mother that it's run to. As the wind picked up, it probably just felt a little bit insecure and wanted to be closer to Mum. Or maybe Mum called it. Just going back to what I was saying, Dr. Katie Payne was the person who originally discovered that elephants use low frequency communication below our level of hearing. And the kind of elephant vocalization research has been ongoing at Amboseli since probably the 70s, since Katie Payne was involved, and they've just recently published a paper on elephant vocalizations and the fact that they use different sounds to call different individuals. So they have these sounds that would be the equivalent of us calling a name, me saying James or him saying Maxine, and it's a different vocalization for a different individual elephant, which is fascinating. If they have that abstract ability to assign names to elephants, or names to individual elephants, which it really seems, I mean, this research has been quite well received. I think it's been peer reviewed already, and if I'm not mistaken, it's already out there in the scientific, yeah. And what they're now questioning is if they have the ability to call each other by individual names, do they also have the ability to communicate other abstract concepts, like saying, oh, I've found a apple leaf over here that's quite tasty, not just, can they name things and not just individual elephants? So I'm going to be following that research quite closely. I think it's fascinating, and I think that these animals are just so much more intelligent than we give them credit for. We're always very anthropocentric or human-centric when we think about intelligence, and I think the intelligence of elephants is just beyond our comprehension right now. Let's listen to them for a bit and see if we can pick up on any of those vocalizations. They are the real Shamari. I really agree with that.
Become a Wild Earth YouTube member today and unlock extras and bonuses, like ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in your safari without any interruption. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Join now to avoid missing out on these amazing benefits. Help us connect people to nature.
Do you sometimes imagine what Wild Earth would be like without adverts? A chance to properly immerse yourself in nature without any interruptions. Sign up to be an explorer for a small monthly fee and you can truly escape into the wilderness. Ad-free viewing is now available on our app as well as on our website. Wild Earth, it's in your nature.
Every guide in Africa has been on an endless quest for the ultimate bush wear. Until now, Rugged Wear has a huge range of amazing bush gear for every wild situation. In the midday heat, those chilly winter mornings, in the storms of summer. Rugged Wear has the bush kit for every wild occasion. Locally made in South Africa, crafted with precision, stitched with quality.
The great conservationists that started them. This female to the right of where James is focusing now is crossing the road. So once she's crossed and joined the rest of the herd, I'm going to take us a little bit further down the road and see if we can get some better views, because at the moment we are quite obstructed with trees. Actually, I might be able to get us a better view of that little one there, James. Let's see. Tell me when it's good for you. Keep going. Yep. Okay. Yeah, this little guy is quite confident. He's wandering quite far away from Mum. I can see some other youngsters behind him in the herd that are sticking very close to their mums, possibly as a result of the wind that's just maybe affecting their hearing. Earth Lover has asked, James is enjoying being behind the camera. I don't know if you saw the thumbs down. I think James is phenomenal in good practice getting behind the camera. I take my hat off to him. That camera is very, very technical. Don't think I would be able to do that. So to be able to do both, to be in front and behind, very, very versatile, Mr. Henry. And he sings a good tune every now and then. Very talented individual. Writes a good story. Okay, let's see if we can go down the road a little bit and see if we've got a slightly better view. I don't want to go crashing into this block after them. They are very relaxed, but it is not very open. It's quite thick in there, so unless I find a nice clear path, I'm going to try and stick to viewing them from the road. I don't want to upset them by making too much noise. You can see one of the littlies following behind Mum there. I don't know, James, if you can get that. Probably haven't positioned very well for you. There's a very young one there. Keep going, okay. We might have a slight opening here. Let's see. Okay, we'll stop here. There's a bit of an opening there. Okay. So you can see some little ones there. That one that I thought had no tusks at all actually has one tusk on his one side. Or am I seeing a different? The first one that was a bit cheeky, is he still behind us or have I lost? No, I think it is him. Yes, there's a very, very small one. Okay, I thought I saw one tusk on the one that got a bit cheeky with us, kind of half stormed down the road at us. Initially I thought he had no tusks when he was facing us, his left hand side, but I think it was the same one. Turned round and he had one tusk, one little tusk showing. But this is a very small little Ellie over here that James has got on camera. Quite young, definitely less than a year old. Sticking very close to Mum. Okay, well, we're going to stick with these Ellies a little bit longer, see where they're heading. And while we do that, we're going to send you over to Cedric and find out what he's up to for the rest of the morning. Oh, that one is tiny. Very small, I'd say even less.
Thank you, Maxine. We have left the Nkuhuma lions. There was other vehicles that needed to get into that sighting, so we made a little bit of space for them. And we thought, okay, well, let us mosey on and head over to maybe Treehouse Dam. Let's go and see what's happening at Treehouse Dam. Might get some lucky break there with some amazing sightings. But yeah, what a sighting this morning with the Nkuhuma Pride. Lovely, but I'm just a little bit worried on what's happened in the west and why only the 4 females came over very quickly into the east. Very quickly. I mean, they covered a lot of ground very quick. So as I said, I will still find out. I know that some of the guys said something about the Plains Camp males bumping into them in Londolozi, because they went south into Londolozi yesterday morning with Mohawk, and so all 8 of them. So I'm sure they might have had a bit of a altercation with them, very possible, but I will keep you posted on that. As I say, watch this space. Could be Nadine. Could have been a little bit of confrontations with some of them. I'm not too sure, but you've got to be there to see what has really happened. I mean, it's just all speculation. I'm not going to jump into that. But they were very much on edge this morning. Definitely. Definitely. Almira, I think those male lions are chasing them because the whole idea is that these guys are trying to take over. They're trying to get confidence in these females. Maybe some of the females aren't feeling too confident with the boys as of yet. You know, it's difficult to say what really happened. I mean, we don't know. Oh yeah, sorry, and Mohawk was seen. Mohawk was at Big Dam. So Mohawk, the male lion that was with that pride, he was seen at Big Dam. Big Dam is on Shirley's, pretty much to the southwestern corner of of the northern Sabi Sands, that side, and he's lying at one of the dams around there for now. Oh, it looks like there's a vehicle. Oh, thank you, Aubrey. Thank you. So it's a nice chap doing this. Oh, thank you. Morning, everybody. Morning, morning. Thank you. All right. Have a lovely day. So yeah, so he is there, but now there's 3 female male that have not been accounted for. So, but as I said, we'll find out. And see, that young male is not good for, especially the plains camp males. Those 2 male lions have to come in this area, or they have. And if they have to get hold of that young male, because that's not their son, that's Mohawk's son. It's fine for Mohawk to be with them, but if those plain camp males get hold of that young boy, yeah, it could be big trouble. I mean, you saw already that these guys have already taken 1 or 2 of the lions' lives around this side, Alchilla being one of them. But that's typical with male lions, you know, if it's not their offspring, or if there's a female that's not submissive to them, and she's not used to them, sometimes they will tend to inflict death, which is not a nice thing. But I mean, look back in the days, you saw the Mapogos. I mean, the Mapogos are a coalition of 6 males. I mean, phew, I think what was the number? I think they killed over 140 lions, you know, in their takeover and their domination of, or dominating the Sabi Sands. So that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of lions. So some males are nice, some aren't. Well, the Black Day male lions were very nice. They were very friendly with Nkuma Pride. I didn't mind the young male. Then you get some coalitions that's just out to destroy. Seek and destroy. Oh, sorry, Nadine, the comms is breaking up very badly. It was like every 3rd word coming through there. Something about Tadiwa wants to know something. I just said Tadiwa wants to know lions. Oh, Tadiwa. Tadionse. Yes, Tadionse. I think those PCMs are like that. They're just out there to destroy. They're out to cause a lot of havoc. But on top of that, they also want to try and gain the confidence in the females that they can mate with. They don't want to kill the females that they can mate with, because, you know, at the end of the day, they want to spread their genes. As I say, you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you. Or in the lion terms, you don't want to bite the paw that wants to feed you.
Become a Wild Earth YouTube member and unlock exclusive bonuses and benefits. Enjoy uninterrupted, ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in nature. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Enjoy exclusive access to special broadcasts and videos, and help us to connect people to nature.
Are you ready to turn your travel dreams into a reality? Wild Earth Travel is here to make that happen. Africa is full of exciting adventures and stunning wildlife. If you want to meet the Wild Earth crew and animal characters while enjoying a 5-star safari, we can make it happen. Contact us today on info@wildearth.travel or visit our website, and let's turn your African dreams into a reality. We understand that not everybody has got spare pennies to rub together at the end of the month. We're introducing an initiative called Gift an Explorer.
So that those with lots of pennies can gift a Wild Earth Explorer access to those with fewer.
We're aiming for 250 gifts, but the more the merrier.
You can nominate a recipient or keep it anonymous.
It's a great way to share the Wild Earth mission with other nature lovers around the world.
100% mtanami. Can you give me the spoon, please? How good are you with numbers?
Very good.
100%.
Gogo, look. Yeah.
Hundreds, my boy.
Gogo, it's hundreds.
Yes.
It's always hundreds with 100% pure sunfoil.
This one looks very funny. Well, it doesn't look like anything here. Yeah, you never want to approach those holes directly, because just now there's a warthog inside there, and if there's a warthog inside and you walk towards that entrance of that den directly like that, and that warthog comes running out, and if that warthog's got big tusks, it's going to sever your legs quickly, or it's going to just do a lot of injury to you. So yeah, you don't want to do that. So, but it doesn't look like anything is around there. Alright, we're ready. Let's mosey on. Tadiwa, he's so shocked that I'm wearing long pants. Yeah, I'm also shocked, but it's so cold this morning, and yeah, and we've got some amazing clothes from Rugged Wear.
Well, we're just taking a slow drive along a road that isn't driven that much, in the hopes of coming across something. It does take us up towards that little vulture's nest, so that might be quite nice. Go and see if we can get a view of the chick. But yeah, I'm just hoping that because this road isn't driven a lot, we might pick up something on here. I always like to take the road less driven. Lots of very dead looking trees along this road. I suppose a lot of them will spring to life in spring. Beautiful big knob thorns. It's quite a pretty road. When is the last time I interacted with a big tusker? So I was at, let me try and move it. I can do it, James. Okay, James is going to move the branch for us. So Chelsea, I do spend quite a lot of time in the Munyawana Game Reserve, and they have some really big tuskers there. So that's probably the last time would be a couple of months ago in the Munyawana. Some of those big tuskers have been brought in from Tembe elephant reserve, which is on the north of South Africa, quite close to the, or north of KZN, should I say, quite close to the Mozambican border. And Tembe is famous for its big tuskers. So they've brought in a few of those bulls to try and get that big tusk gene into the elephants of the Munyawana. So I've had the privilege of spending some time with some of those big tuskers. But occasionally in the Kruger, you bump into some quite nice, impressive tuskers. I think they keep those sightings under wraps just to try and protect the animals, although elephant poaching isn't really a thing in South Africa, thankfully. But I think the Kruger don't kind of advertise their sightings. Thank you so much, James. That was very well done. We'll push on. Yeah, I always feel really privileged to be in the company of some of those big, old, magnificent elephant bulls. They really are quite awe-inspiring. Make you feel so small and insignificant. And just really quite a humbling experience for me to be sitting in the presence of a big tusker like that. I'm sure it would be for those of you that aren't or haven't been lucky enough to sit in the presence of a big tusker. Maybe I kind of, and I've never done this, so I don't know, but I have a feeling it would be something similar to sitting in the presence of a massive big redwood tree or one of those giant sequoias in North America, or maybe a really old oak tree in the UK, and just the sense of age and wisdom and that comes with sitting in the presence of a living thing like that is just so huge. I suppose a blue whale as well would have the same. I've never had the privilege of seeing a blue whale or a redwood tree or a giant sequoia. That's something on my bucket list. What did you see? Kudu. Oh, there we go. I'm talking too much. Some kudu to the left of us. Not a very good visual, I'm afraid. There's lots of branches between us and them, but I'll see if I can sneak us forward without them running off. Just watch this branch, James. There we go. A little group of, there's a little impala with an identity crisis amongst them. Just one solitary male impala who maybe has his herd and is hanging around with the kudu for safety. The one kudu seems to be paying attention to something behind us. See how she's turning her ear towards us, but she's looking behind, but she doesn't seem very nervous, so we'll just give it a moment and see. The impala's browsing with the kudu. The wind has, as I said earlier when we were with the Ellies, it has picked up a bit, and it does make it more difficult for these animals, firstly to hear anything coming, and also if it's swirling around, kind of doesn't help them in terms of knowing the direction that something is coming, because they might pick up the scent but not know where it's coming from. So often when it's windy like this, they'll go into the bush and just try and keep themselves hidden and be a little bit more alert. Very there's a little young kudu to the left of, you might not be able to see it from your angle, James. Vivian, it's not impossible. You know, if a dominant male has been chased out of the herd, or if male's been chased away by another male, they might, you know, for safety, it would make sense. If they can't find another little group of impala, it would make sense to hang around with whatever other herbivores they come across. I don't think an impala would like to be on its own. They've kind of evolved to, you know, their means of keeping themselves safe is to have lots of other antelope around them, or lots of eyes and ears looking for predators. So I would imagine that an impala on his own will feel a bit uneasy, and if he can't find a herd of impalas to hang out with, he'll probably go and look for some nyala or some kudu. We often in KwaZulu-Natal see impala rams with nyala herds in the rutting season, so it does happen. It makes sense.
We are thrilled to announce our new exclusive feature for YouTube members and explorers. Join us live every Tuesday for our sunrise and sunset safaris. Experience Tawny Tuesday like never before with up-close encounters and breathtaking moments. Don't miss out. Become a YouTube member or explorer today and immerse yourself in the heart of the bush. See you Tuesday. Get ready for an adventure of a lifetime. Wild Earth Travel is proud to launch a brand new grand tour. Backed by popular demand, join us for an unforgettable experience where you'll meet Wild Earth presenters from past and present, participate in an exclusive rhino conservation project, and even take a masterclass in wildlife filming. And of course, you'll get up close and personal with your favorite animal characters. Book your spot now and dive into the wild with Wild Earth Travel. Join the Wild Earth Explorers program and connect with a community passionate about wildlife. Support our mission to share authentic wildlife experiences with the world. Your monthly contribution helps provide schools and children access to kids' safaris, fostering a love for nature in the next generation. Embrace the wonders of the bush and make a difference today. Wild Earth, connecting with nature.
Alright, so just approaching Gauri Dam. See what's happening here. Let's see where that male leopard came all the way up here, leopard tracks. I'm sure for Mulwati last night. Came all the way up to Dams Road. Over there, when must probably be straight north towards Karago Pan. Might end up going that side now. Just quickly go and take a look there. But this wind is yeah, cold, eh? It is very, very cold. Typical for a good old front that's come in, a cold front. I don't want to see if anything is just here for us at the dam. Let's sit here for maybe a little bit. What do you think? Yeah, let's just sit here. Let's see what's happening at the dam. Maybe we're lucky with something that'll pop out here for us. Well, I put my gloves on. Do apologize about the wind noise. As I said, it's a lot of wind that's come through now. And as you can see, all the ripples on the water, all been created by this wind. There underneath the think we might get it underneath. There's a Nile monitor coming out there, just underneath. Okay. Gemma, the temperature right now is about -10. Let me just go a bit back. There we go, you got it there. Also, Nile monitor coming through. Well, it feels like, sorry Jenna, it feels like -10 at the moment, but nah, I'd say it's about 13, 14 degrees Celsius, but the wind chill factor is a different story. If it wasn't for this wind, it would be actually lovely, pleasant, quite pleasant, but with this wind, it's, yeah, it's definitely feeling a little bit cold. I'm sure this Nile monitor or the water monitor wants to go and do a little bit of sunning for the morning, moving very slowly, hoping to warm its body up for the day and get some more mobility. Flicking out its tongue, tasting the air. See exactly what's happening around here, maybe looking for the other monitor lizard that's also been hanging around here. It looks like it's just settled down now. I think it's got a nice little position there now for this to try and get as much sun as possible. A nice thick muscular tail. It's got webbing on its feet, so when they do move through the water they use that tail and they pretty much swing it from side to side. So it's like a crocodile, trying to go slowly through, and they can swim very quickly. If they need to in the water, they can really move quite fast. Looking maybe for some fish or frogs. They see very much camouflage, as you can see. It's really built for camouflage. So you can see the head area has got that nice black, yellowish kind of spots all over and patterns. So very much trying to stay out of sight of some of the predators, and a lot of birds will feed off them. You know, your birds of prey. You can get something like your African hawk eagle, your martial eagle. You know, they'll get hold of a monitor lizard. I know that martial eagles love going for these animals. See, it's pretty much trying to warm up as much as possible with ectothermic. So getting energy from the sun. No sun, no energy. Like a solar panel. It reminds me a lot of old Muscles and Paw when he sneaks up to the kitchen for breakfast or for supper. I think they're middle of the night, yeah. Iridophila? No, they lay eggs. A reptile. They will lay eggs. So they'll usually go into like termite mounds. If there's a nice little hole or something in the termite mound, maybe go inside there, lay their eggs, and then cover it up. Or sometimes they allow the termites to actually cover the eggs up. And then what happens there, there's a nice temperature to incubate those eggs. Or sometimes in the ground. Sometimes you'll dig a hole in the ground into the side of the bank of a river or something, and then try and lay the eggs in there. Very windy on this damn wall. Alright, we're going to try and get off this damn wall. It is absolutely blowing us away at the moment. So, yeah, let's try. We're going to try and get off the damn wall. We're very open here. And you'll see what's happening a little bit further towards the east or the west of us. I think we're going to go have a last little bit of a scratch around here, just south of our camp, and see what we can find that side. But while we do that, let's head over to Maxine, as she's got some bird of some sort.
Embark on a wild adventure unlike any other. Join our membership program for an ad-free journey through the heart of Southern Africa. Witness the majesty of wilderness uninterrupted by pesky adverts or annoying intrusions. With our ad-free membership program, you can avoid missing any of the important moments and unlock all sorts of other perks. Subscribe now for an ad-free experience across our entire channel. Immerse yourself in the wonders of the wild and stay permanently connected with nature. Escape to the wild heart of Africa at Chitwa Chitwa Game Lodge in the renowned Sabi Sands. Come and meet Wild Earth's favorite animal characters with an exclusive offer. Pay for 3 nights and enjoy a 4th night absolutely free. Plus, kids go for free. Ready to make your travel dreams a reality? Contact Wild Earth Travel today. Your adventure of a lifetime awaits at Chitwa Chitwa. Wild Earth Travel, where every journey is an epic adventure.
We understand that not everybody has got spare pennies to rub together at the end of the month. We're introducing an initiative called Gift an Explorer.
So that those with lots of pennies can gift a Wild Earth Explorer access to those with fewer.
We're aiming for 250 gifts, but the more the merrier.
You can nominate a recipient or keep it anonymous.
It's a great way to share the Wild Earth mission with other nature lovers around the world. When you're on the hunt with wild dogs, you can't afford a pit stop. We need equipment that can handle the toughest conditions. starting with the tyres we use. These phenomenal 16-ply tyres from BKT are exactly what we need to stay with the action. They're incredibly tough and grip like glue. Best of all, it's almost impossible to put a hole in them. With BKT, we have found the ultimate tyre partner in our quest to connect people with nature.
Let's see if we can get another clearer view. If not, we'll leave them to their insect hawking, but he is perched quite nicely there for us. James, tell me when you've got him. It's a nice... Okay. From this angle, you wouldn't even say that he had any white on him. He looks completely black. Yeah, balancing on that branch. That's amazing, actually. His whole body's moving and his head is just almost perfectly still. He had a bit of a problem there, but yeah, that was very interesting. Yeah, he did almost fall, Nadine. Oops, there he goes. That's nice. Okay, let's move on. We're slowly making our way towards Gowrie Dam. I think Cedric's also heading in that general direction. I'm not sure if the buffalo have come out on that side, so we'll maybe just have a quick look there. Thank you, Sierra Delta. It's us. Yeah, we've had a really enjoyable drive. Nadine, what did you say? You can't see one buffalo on the dam cam. Maybe with the wind, the buffalo have decided to just huddle up in the block where we left them earlier this morning. They did seem like they were slowly moving towards that area, but they might head there later today. They do look quite intelligent. I think a lot of predatory birds have to be... Oh, shame, I nearly gave a hornbill an absolute heart attack. I think a lot of predatory birds have to be smart to plan and try and hunt and figure out how you're going to catch your meal. I think you've got to have a certain amount of intelligence. I think these birds as well, also very intelligent birds. Hornbills. Shame we gave him a bit of a fright as we popped up out of the drainage line there. Oh. If he's seen something, he stretched his neck right up. They are quite beautiful birds, very underrated, these yellow-billed hornbills. When you see the markings on their wings, kind of black and white, almost lace-like markings on the wing. Beautiful. Oh, there's its mate. Its mate is flying in the background, struggling against the wind. I don't know if you could see that on the screen. I don't think it was in focus, but that was quite funny. The wind is not it's not weak, but it's not super strong, but he was flying right into it and really struggling to make any headway. Coming right towards us. That's actually lovely. Maybe James can get a shot of that. Oh. Well done, James. That's a lovely shot of the mate of this little hornbill. They're having a chat to each other. And while we look at him, we're going to send you over to Cedric, who's having a look around the open clearings. Maybe he'll come up with something there.
Thank you, Maxine. Just looking around here, looking at some of the marula trees. Maybe we get lucky with a bird of prey or a leopard or a genet or I don't know, something up the side, but no luck. But it's been a wonderful, wonderful morning. It's been great. I enjoyed just getting out there and being with Nkuma Pride and just to see exactly what's been happening with them. And I'm hoping that all is well with the rest. But once again, as I said a little bit earlier on, I will keep everybody informed if I do find out what went down with Nkuma Pride and which males bumped into them. Apparently someone told me Plains Camp males, so I'll go with that. So that's no problemo. But other than that, yes, we'll see what else is out here this afternoon. You never know. You never know. Waikisha, it was a lovely Sunday morning sunrise safari. Waikisha, it's always nicer to be out here in nature. I fully agree with you there. There's nothing better than just to have, don't worry about that, a good old Sunday drive. Almost lost my leg at the end of the sunrise safari. At least my leg is still there. Yeah. I think Nadine would have been like, yes, yes. But yeah, thanks everybody for all the comments and questions that you have sent through to us this morning. Do appreciate it. I know you're smiling, Nadine. Yes, Nadine, I know that you're smiling. But please join us again this afternoon at 2:30. It is our highlight show on Safari Show. It's going to be hosted by, I think, me. I'm not too sure. I think so. And then once again jump on board the world's largest safari vehicle at 3 o'clock and to see exactly what we can find at our sunset safari. Remember that's 3 p.m. Central African time, so make sure that you jump on board with us, and crossing fingers, holding thumbs, maybe get some rosettes this afternoon. But yes, from Cam and myself and the Wild Earth team, have a wonderful Sunday further. See you later. Goodbye.